Hi everybody, this is Steve with Easy Apps Incorporated. We'd like to spend a few minutes with you and give you a quick video demonstration of the most popular hurricane tracking app for the iPhone and the iPad, and it's called Hurricane Tracker. When you first open the application, you're going to get an overview page, and the overview page is basically designed just to give you a quick glance of the most important information. And you can see right off the bat we're in the 2013 Atlantic hurricane season. We have one active tropical storm and one active tropical wave, which is an invest. You'll also see the latest headline, and it says Tropical Storm Andrea has made landfall along the Florida coastline. And when you tap on the headline, it opens up our blog to where you can read much more information about the latest news story that is occurring there in the tropics. When you scroll down a little bit more on the home page, you'll see the latest push notification the application has sent you. Whenever a new storm forms or a storm is upgraded to a hurricane or there's really important information, the application will send you a push alert, and sometimes it flashes so fast on our devices we don't have time to read it. So you can always come here on the overview page and read the latest push notification and exactly when it was sent. You'll also get a map of the graphical tropical weather outlooks, and of course it shows we have an active system as well as a tropical wave that's being watched. You can access our social media and interact with other customers on our Facebook page. We also post a lot of storm reports and pictures and videos directly from the storm on our Facebook group. And our real-time Twitter information feed, we post as much information, especially local emergency management information during a storm, as well as more frequent updates than the application can provide. Of course, latest headlines is you can access all of our current and recent blog posts, and also access NOAA weather radio stations, computer models, and of course at the bottom we'll have usually the latest tracking map or radar for the current storm. And of course tonight we're watching the rainfall associated with Tropical Storm Andrea. To access all the information, we have access to slidable icons here at the bottom of the application. And of course, we'll be going over some of these here in just a couple of moments. And important to note, this application also covers the Eastern Pacific. If there is an active Eastern Pacific storm, you'll see a number 1 or higher here. And if you tap on that, you'll get an overview page and access to the storms over there in the Eastern Pacific Basin, also with a headline in regards to that basin as well. So let me use the back button and go back here. I'm going to go ahead and tap on our tropical storm, which is Andrea, the first one of the season. And this is the storm page. You'll see a little note about the storm. And then here you have access to all the maps, and then public information from the National Hurricane Center, such as the public advisory, which I'll tap on here. And then you can read the latest advisories in detail directly from the Hurricane Center. And it's important to note, if you turn the application in landscape mode, you'll get full screen reading as well. We also have the forecast advisories, the Hurricane Center discussions, and we have a discussion board tied into a very popular tropical website called Storm 2K. And here you can, it's basically a forum with discussions, and tons of information is always being posted about the current system there. Also, direct access to NOAA weather radio. We do issue audio updates every so many hours or as needed for certain storms, especially current storms when we have a tropical storm or hurricane. We also upload video updates every so often. And of course, you have access to all the satellites directly from the National Hurricane Center. I'm going to go ahead and click on all maps and just kind of show you what information you get when there is an active storm. The first map that loads up is the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center. Now with any of these maps, you can pinch in with your fingers to zoom in or turn the device in landscape mode to get a clearer picture of each map. We also have a 5-day tracking map and a cone there from Weather Underground, an animated satellite and infrared imagery here, which is updated every few minutes. Floater satellite, so this is directly from the Hurricane Center, kind of satellite which is zoomed in on a particular storm. Water vapor, you can see how much dry air, if any, is entering a system. That's always important to see. And of course, all the computer model data you would expect. We have an overview here of the computer models as well as a zoomed in image. And you can see with Andrea, just about all these computer models are in good agreement here up the eastern U.S. seaboard. They have access to the tropical models, the ensemble models, model intensity, kind of shows you what the models say is how strong a storm may get. Access to historical tracks. I'm going to click on page 2 of more maps. You'll see the expected 5-day precipitation amounts. And of course with this system, rainfall is the primary threat. And so that would be a map that's important to look at. An animated radar, which is usually centered over the system. And of course all the wind probability maps that you've seen before from the Hurricane Center. And these are updated in the app along with each advisory. This is a wind band map, a wind band showing which areas will receive tropical storm force winds, and that's also based on the grid data from the Hurricane Center. Probability chart is issued by the Hurricane Center, and also you can zoom in and look at the latest Hurricane Hunter reconnaissance aircraft missions and just kind of see what they're finding in the storms. Down here on the sliding icons, I'm going to click on current storms. You'll see we have 2. And here is direct access to the Storm 2K discussion boards I mentioned a moment ago. And 92L, that's a tropical wave we're watching. The audio update icon, you can get direct access to our frequent audio updates. That is exclusive to the Hurricane Tracker app, as well as our video updates, which you can tap and view the video right in the application. Access to the data feed, so you can tap on satellites, for example. And you'll get animated satellites of the full Atlantic Basin, the Gulf of Mexico, as well as the Caribbean Sea and the U.S. East Coast. And we also have maps up here for the Eastern Pacific Basin as well. If we go back to the data feed, we have tropical discussion, outlook, sea surface temperatures, and again, you can also access these here along the scrolling icon dock. So if we click on tropical outlook, this is updated every 6 hours, and just information from the Hurricane Center about any pending storms. And we do have some other maps available in here as well. And again, so this app can be used by the most basic user or even someone who's more advanced who can read and interpret some of these higher level maps. We also have access to sea surface temperatures. I'll go and just tap on the Gulf of Mexico, and you can kind of take a look and see how the water temperatures are doing, as well as the tropical cyclone heat potential and how deep the warm waters go as well. Click on storm names. You can get history for storms going all the way back to 2008, or you can click on the current season, and once Tropical Storm Andrea is finished, this will be updated, and you can see all the current storms and names here that have been listed for the 2013 hurricane season. So tons of information here with the Hurricane Tracker app, and again, we have about a user base of 400,000 users. It's been around for about 4 to 5 years. There's also a version very similar in layout for the iPad and the iPad mini called Hurricane Tracker for the iPad. Look in the description here of this video down at the bottom, and there's links if you'd like to take a look at these apps in the App Store to get even more information. Thanks for checking out Hurricane Tracker here. I'm Steve with Easy Apps Incorporated. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day, everybody.